Welcome to Tuesday's Tools on Purpose at the Business on Purpose podcast. Tuesdays are all about equipping you all with the tools that you need to run your business with intention and purpose. Our mission here at Business on Purpose is to liberate business owners from chaos so they can make time for what matters most. My name's Patrice Miles. I'm one of the coaches on the team. And every Tuesday, you guys know we dive into the world of tools because in a world where your time is your most precious asset, finding the right tools to streamline your operations and elevate your business can really make all the difference. So, in each episode, I love to bring you interviews with experts, share success stories, provide step by step guides to empower you. But remember, guys, as I always say, it's not just about having the right tools. You actually have to use them. So, today's topic is all about processes in action, how to streamline your business on the go. I am super excited to introduce you guys to Heather Mckinnis, the Business Development Director for MediaNet AV out of Ohio. Heather, welcome to the podcast. Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. I am a business development director with MediaNet. We do audio, video, lighting, installation, and design for churches, corporate, across the board, schools, you need it, we can fix it. So I came on board about 6 months ago in a business role, which is a new role for the company in general. And my background is in communications. I've worked in healthcare and recently helped my husband grow a couple of businesses. So it was the perfect fit. And I've been super excited about working with MediaNet because they have been growing so considerably over the last couple of years that my role has become a must-have within the company. So the last several months, I've ended up working a lot by building out their processes and helping them develop a system that's going to work as we onboard new clients.
Yeah. No, and that's fantastic. I know Brent, one of the coaches on our team who coaches your all's firm, just ranted and raved about how great you guys are doing with putting those processes together and getting them in your master process roadmap. I know when we talked, one of the things that you said was the reason why you really had to start documenting processes was because you did have someone in the company that left. And so some things kind of got delegated to you that really wasn't part of the plan, right?
Exactly. It worked out about 2 months in that somebody left the company that was handling a lot of our procurement and invoicing. And so it was a great opportunity for me to take on a little bit of extra work joyfully and ended up learning a lot more about what we do on a day-to-day basis here. It was the perfect opportunity. And it opened up a lot of doors to help identify some areas that we really could do a better job of streamlining our system and how things are getting done. There were a lot of gaps and errors that were being made that by just putting a process in place for each of these tasks made it a much smoother transition for a new person. So when someone else comes in to take this role, because it's a temporary task for me, someone will be able to train very easily on it.
Yeah, I love that. And so, ultimately this role kind of fell into your lap and you had to start documenting those processes. And I know even when we work with clients and we start talking processes and the big master process roadmap, it can be very overwhelming because you're like, I'm going to need to take off an entire week to be able to just sit down and start documenting processes. But you have really done it on the go. So tell us a little bit about that.
So when I came on board, I had a great meeting with Brent, who's our Business on Purpose coach. And we sat down and talked about what the goals were for this year and really implementing and setting the process up to set MediaNet up for success was our main goal.
Yeah.
And the business process roadmap looks super overwhelming if you look at it all together. And then when you think about how many things you have to break down, everything we do on a
Yes.
day-to-day basis and trying to process the whole thing seems super overwhelming to anybody that would look at it. When I started taking on these new tasks within the company, it was a great opportunity to break them down into smaller chunks. I was already learning everything brand new, and it gave me a great opportunity to step back and take a look at how we were actually doing things, what was working, what wasn't working. And as I was working out those kinks, I just started filling out, I think I started with a Word document and did a line by line how to of what I was doing. Sometimes I just turn on my Zoom and record a short blip of what I'm doing in QuickBooks on this is how we're sending this particular invoice. This is why I'm setting these settings. And it's ready to send once you've done X, Y, and Z. So it was a great opportunity to start from scratch almost and get everything moving. But even without that, being able to break it down in a way that was not so overwhelming made a huge difference. Like I did not go into each day thinking I was going to conquer this entire process in one day. I set 10 to 15 minutes and I knew I was going to be doing this particular thing and I recorded it. Or I took notes the whole way through on what I was doing and I threw it into a Word document, and then I let ChatGPT help me clean it up a little bit and make it a little smoother, and it saved a ton of time. So it didn't have to be something that I set 3 hours a day to write. I will say that I have a few items that I will concentrate my focus on, that I know I want to work out a lot of small details and make them very intricate for whoever is going to be reading it. And so that I will probably try to find a quiet place to sit for an hour or so and really focus on it. But most of the time, it's when I'm in the middle of a task, it's just a good opportunity to throw it on paper.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. Processes on the go. And so some of the things that I heard you say is, you time blocked for working
Mhm.
on something. And so while you were working on it, you just simply started documenting how to do it. And I'm sure that that helped you too, because you still had to do it again, probably next week and the week after. And to remember exactly what you had been told and how to do it, you were able to use that document. And then, of course, this new person, once you all bring them on, I mean, how much easier is it going to be not only for them to have that document, but for you guys when you all now go to train that person to not have to reword everything or think everything or regurgitate everything and put it on paper. So just love it. Processes on the go, guys. You do not have to take a vacation to be able to start documenting those processes. Just do it while you're there. Video, simple Word documents. And then, of course, there's all types of amazing tech tools out there. Heather mentioned ChatGPT. She said she put it in there just to get it pretty, which you totally can do. Type out that base and throw it in ChatGPT and make it pretty. So that way it's a little bit easier to read. And then also join us in a couple weeks. We're going to do a podcast on Scribe, which is another way to document those processes. So Heather, thank you so much for showing up. Is there anything else that you want to tell our business owners or anything that we didn't touch on, best practices before you go?
I think it's really encouraging to break things down into the smaller chunks because everybody on our team seems very overwhelmed after Brent left, as great as that meeting was with the massive to-do list that we had. And it really is doable if you just take 10, 15 minutes. And I revisit a lot of the process that I write on a daily basis too, because QuickBooks had an update. So my step-by-step has now changed a little bit, but it should not be all consuming and it should flow pretty easily once you get the hang of it. So just some encouragement. It's not super overwhelming once you get into a good groove, and then it all kind of becomes old hat.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and Heather, I think the other thing too is you've proven that a new hire can document processes. So you've been there for 6 months, and I know a lot of time our owners, we of course want them to have processes in place when they bring someone on, but that's not always possible if you do have to fill a role quickly. But a new hire, as they are doing those processes or being trained on them, can also do that typed up process on the go and document for you. So I am sure everybody is super excited that you're doing that for them and getting them organized. And I, of course, I'll love to see your master process roadmap once it's finished with all of its links and processes and colors.
Me too. I'm excited to see it done.
Yes, yes. And I'm sure Brent will share it on our coaches call. So, but Heather, thanks so much for showing up today and taking some time out to just share with our business owners how you're helping your team. So that is a wrap, guys, for Tuesday's Tools on Purpose. Enjoy your new tool processes on the go. But remember, guys, every small action can lead to big results. So what action are you going to take today in regards to writing down those processes, even if it's on the go? For those of you all that are just tired of living in chaos and you're listening right now and you really want to start prioritizing working on your business like Heather is doing, I would love to schedule a discovery call with you so I can learn more about your business and how we can help. So Kevin is going to actually put up a QR code and a web address if you'd like to set up that discovery call, or you can just simply email me at patrice@mybusinessonpurpose.com. And then last but not least, we always have that healthy business owner assessment. If you are brave enough to take it, you can find out how healthy your business is. And again, Kevin's going to put up that QR code and that web address for that healthy business owner assessment. I will tell you all, a 0 is not good, but a 40 is a perfect score. So go find out how healthy your business is. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks so much.